من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Yes, my professionals, how are you? So today's video is very important because today we're going to discuss the toxic people management, and we discuss the case study of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, that over the period of 950 years, which is mentioned in Quran, how had he managed to deal with toxic people during his time. So we need to learn some guidance which are very clearly mentioned in Quranic Kareem. Like if you start from here, it is mentioned in Surah Nuh, which is chapter number 71 from verse to 2, that give clear warning. So that is how you should start managing toxic people. So it says that set clear expectation and boundaries with the toxic individuals before issues escalate. So this is your responsibility as Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, when he noticed that the people are getting away from worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he was the one who took the responsibility as the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he set clear expectation and boundaries with toxic individuals before issues escalate, right? So what he did, he explained everything that please, oh people, come towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, leave everything because, I am a clear warner and I'm giving you the clear warning that if you keep on following these bad things, like this is what we have already discussed, like the people who are kafir, who are non-believer, who are not, establishing prayers, who are not believing in unseen, who are not paying zakat from the provision provided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They do not believe in accountability. They think that everything is okay and we can never be held accountable. And similarly, we have different type of people like hypocrites, which are deceivers, not true believers, liars, corrupters, fools, mockers, not truly guided. So Prophet Nuh at his time, he set a clear warning to those people who are non-believers, who are hypocrite, who are deceivers, who are mockers. Then in the next verse, it is mentioned that, like, be patient and persistent. It is mentioned in Surah Al-Ankabut. Like the toxic people often resist change. So patience and consistency is the key. Like, the toxic people, they never listen to you. So whatever you are saying, that you are saying to believe in unseen, believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, establish prayers, give zakat from the provisions given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to create a balance, financial equality, financial balance in the society. But the toxic people, they often resist change. They won't believe in you. But you have to be patient. You have to be patient and you have to deal with consistent efforts. This is very important. Like if you advise them, they never listen to you and you stop advising them, this is absolutely undesirable. So if this is understood, that when you start preaching them, they will never listen to you because they don't understand the impact of change. So they will definitely resist you. But as a mentor, as a believer, as a leader, you should follow the path of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam and you should bear patience and keep on doing your consistent efforts because this is very important. Then it is mentioned in Surah Nuh, chapter number 71, verse from 3 to 4, that offer constructive advice, like guide those toxic people with wisdom and logic rather than anger or personal attack. This is very important. So when you have toxic people around you, you have to guide them with wisdom. Wisdom means give them logical reasoning. Show them that why there is day and night, why there is sun or moon, why there is, life and death. Give them logical reasoning that before that we were, a drop of water. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us from drop of water, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made us the whole human being. Then the day will come, he will make us die. Then he will bring us back from the death and he will rise us again and he will hold us accountable. So give them logic, give them wisdom and tackle them through wisdom, right? With logical reasoning, despite of getting anger or personal attacks. Because, these are the toxic people. They will resist you with they will start making fun of you, they will try to deceive you, they will cause corruption on the land. But you have to be patient, and you have to be consistent, and keep on guiding with wisdom and logical reasoning. Then in the next verse from 71, verse from 5 to 6, use flexible leadership. This is wonderful. I mean, adopt your communication style based on the situation and the person. Like sometimes you have to advise the people in the group, like, but you sometimes you have to advise people individually. Like Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, he it is mentioned in Surah Nuh that he used to preach them individually, and he used to preach them collectively. So sometimes you preach them collectively, you guide your people collectively, sometimes you guide your people individually. So some people, they might come to your call if you are guiding them collectively, some people they might come to your call if you guide them personally. So always try to use flexible leadership. Try to understand that which leadership style or which communication style is flexible or is effective for your people. But try to adopt different strategy, because the toxic people around you, it is your responsibility to advise them with logical reasoning. Maybe you find some people, they will come back to your to the right path, right? So you need to deal them with patience, okay, and with wisdom and logical reasoning, and use flexible leadership. So far what we have learned: the first thing, give them clear warning, this is your responsibility. Handle toxic people with patience and consistency. Then guide them with wisdom and logical reasoning rather than anger or personal attacks, and use flexible leadership. Then it is mentioned in Surah Nuh, chapter 71, verse 7, that recognize when to stay away. This is very important. So if people continuously ignoring your guidance and become more toxic, disengage. So if you feel that you are guiding them, advising them, and they are getting more toxic, so disengage, avoid them for a while. Avoiding is the best strategy, so that you should not escalate more confrontation. Then it is mentioned in Surah Luqman and Surah Taha that speak with humility and kindness. This is very important. Avoid arrogance and deal with toxic individuals. Remain calm and composed. This is very important, because when you remain calm and composed, the toxic people might listen to you. So this is your responsibility to handle them with humility, kindness, and wisdom. So if you start getting arrogant, if you become impatient, and if you become inconsistent, then what would be the difference between you and the toxic people? You are the leader. Your responsibility is to guide them, not to escalate the confrontation more, right? Then it is also mentioned in Surah Nuh, chapter 71, verse from 8 to 9, that use different communication method. As you know, I've already mentioned you that Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, he used to address issues privately or publicly or in small groups, and depending on the situation. So whenever you find the situation, always try to, recognize the situation. Yes, this is the right situation. So discuss them privately, publicly, or in the small group, so that they might listen to your words. Then it is also mentioned in Surah Nuh that Prophet Nuh alayhi salam said from verse 10 to 12, he emphasized the benefits of the positive change. This is very important. Try to make them understand that if they get back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if they start believing in unseen, if they start establishing prayers, if they start giving donations out of the provision given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and if they start believing in accountability, then obviously that change will become positive benefits to their life. Like they will increase their strength, they will be capable of becoming good people, wise people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless them rain, fruits, offsprings. So a lot of benefits are there. So as a leader, this is your responsibility to follow the footsteps of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam and guide your people, that if they follow the change, they will gonna face the positive outcome out of it. Then it is also mentioned in Surah Nuh that encourage reflection and self-awareness, that help toxic individual reflect on their actions and their consequences. Give them time, give them peace of thought, that if you are keep on doing this thing, it will lead you to the wrong way. And finally, it is mentioned in Surah Nuh from 15 to 17 that use nature and logic to explain the consequences. As I've told you, give them logical reasoning, teach them from the nature, why there is sun and moon, why there is day and night, why there is provision, why there is rain, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us from a drop of blood or drop of water, right? Why Allah caused us to die, why Allah will bring us back to the life. Give them logical reasoning and relate it with the nature. And recognize the change takes time. So try to understand, Prophet Noor Islam, he took 950 years to preach their people. So as a leader, you must understand if you have to bring the toxic people back to the life, it will take time. So recognize the change will take time and make them understand that if they will start believing in the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the change will not suddenly happen. It will take time, right? Because the nature is like this. So if you have day and night, it is changing very, very slowly. The seasons, they are changing very, very slowly, right? This is the natural phenomenon. And accept that people will never change. Surah Nur 71 and 18. So not everyone is willing to listen. Focus on those open growth, right? So you should also accept this. I mean, this is not in your hand. What is in your hand is that you can advise them. This is not your hand to change their hearts. It is under the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is also mentioned in Surah Mulk, chapter 67 to 2, that focus on self improvement. Instead of draining energy on toxic people, work on your personal growth, right? So if they are getting more toxic and toxicity is getting more worse, now you should pay focus to your personal growth. Do not get yourself, uh, overwhelmed about from their attitude. And it is also mentioned in Surah Baqarah, chapter 2 and verse 20, and Surah Rum, chapter 30, verse 19. Trust that justice will prepare. So you must have believed that if the toxic people are not going to listen to you, that the truth will prepare, right? The justice will prepare. And if toxicity persists, have faith that justice will be served in the long run. So be patient, be consistent, keep them advising. And if they do not listen to you, Allah will help you out. Allah will give you another nation. Allah will bless you, inshallah. And Surah Nuh, chapter number 71, from verse 19 to 20, sorry. Show gratitude for what you have. So the toxic people may create negativity. Focus on gratitude to maintain peace. So you should always be focusing whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, and you should not be, overwhelmed or overpossessed by their reactions. So this is wonderful advices given by Quran, given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that how we should deal with the toxic people. Please watch this video and give me the recommendation and also analyze it.